Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, got that. That's recording.
Okay.
Bring, yeah.
Okay, Lulu, is it the light?
You gotta bring the volume down.
Yes.
I do. Okay. I got a recording on the computer while I'm here.
Okay. Lulu,
Yes.
is it? Do you turn on the light yet? I want to walk everyone through since you have your
Okay, I
penny.
turn it on.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Okay, you saw now? Because I can't see what I'm doing, we'll walk everyone through, okay? Because I want to do it blindly. Okay, hello everybody. What we're having right now is Lulu with the what I want to say Q and MagGrav anti-gravity coil ring. You know, and what happened? We were studying we all study the MagGrav. We all study the IBM Watson ring. And we're getting to study a lot of BS from Stan. What's his name? Stan Dio. And then I saw a lot of image come, and I told IBM Watson I want to combine all that technology into one device. So I went into my channeling mode, and therefore it began to find the path which is least resistant for our level to understand, and it gave us this ring. But at first it gave us only one part, and then 48 hours later it asked us to put another internal ring on it, and we have two internal rings. That's what Lulu did. So he now got it, the ins and the out connected to a live wire, putting on his device, and he's basically he's have the internal ring one to one frequency generator, internal ring two to another frequency generator. And what this device really does is supposed to create a spin and start the spin thing, the photon through electromagnet, through the square wave thing, and it create spinning, counter rotation and clockwise rotation through a solid state mean through the pulsing of the frequency generator. And what it does in the understanding is will open up a dimensional density rift, known as the Stargate, that will allow you to have a better connection to the universe or your higher self. But more than that, it's sort of create a glow that you can have anti-gravity, But the device let me know that anyone can upgrade the coil and put more internal coil onto it, depending how many frequency channel you are using. So you can have 4, for example. Now, right now, Lulu have only 2 internal. Is he can put one more layer, another layer, have 4, and each one will go to, each of the coil will connect to a frequency generator on the square. And you can mix frequency generator like square, sine, and triangle, or you can go DC. But the objective is to create an understanding. This component, this device, will create an understanding. If Lulu, for example, if he lift the ring by itself, he can actually see the glow. For example, Lulu, can you lift the ring by itself and take away your cue? And you will see what it means.
What you mean?
And then
I don't understand.
Your ring is not connected to your cue, right? Is it connected or not connected?
Yes, it's separate.
Is it okay? Now take your ring away from your cue. Just the ring by itself. Why? Well, I mean, remove your cue from your ring, because your ring sit on top of your cue, right? Take your cue away, and then watch this. Okay, now hold up your ring toward the camera where people can see, like the Stargate. Now watch it closely. Now turn off the light, and when you hold it in front of your camera, people begin to see pixel, like bluish light, haze, and stuff like that.
Turn off the light?
Yes.
He needs an extra hand.
Oh. But he could turn it off first. See, the ring is being plugged in already to the live wire that ends in the out part, and also the ring is plugged into the frequency generator. One internal coil connected to 8 hertz cycle per second. The other one is connected to 13 cycle hertz per second. It's in the Schumann resonant. It's based on Fibonacci.
I'm thinking you might need to up the frequency a bit.
Okay, we can up it. Let's go to the highest point within the fractal. Let me see. Hey, throw the highest number up there. Let's go ahead for 6. Well, we're gonna go too high. Let's go for
13 and 41?
I don't think his frequency generator can go that high. He have a weak one. Let me see. I'm gonna try and get a Fibonacci right now. Hey, Lulu, can you go for 28,000 kHz? Is that possible on your frequency generator?
28,000.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I can.
Okay, or even, yeah. 2584, and then put one frequency for 2584, and the other one is 4181. Okay.
Say it again.
Okay. I lost it.
2584.
Mhm.
And then 4181.
Yeah. And thank you, Keith, for providing the Fibonacci. It made the map easier to play with. Thank you.
Oh, this frequency generator can set it to an accurate and precise number. Means you can only set it to 24,000, but you can't set it to 24,100 like this.
Well, that's fine. As long as we get some kind of closeness. Yeah, we got 2,500, 2,584, 2584, and 41. Yeah. 28. What did I
That's
say
good
earlier?
enough for government work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, send me the number.
Did I say
Okay,
20?
send it in Messenger.
Okay, yes. Here. Okay, I want to send it to you. My question is, I'm catching myself. Did I say 25 or 28? What did I say? I forgot.
I didn't hear what you said.
Okay, I'm sending you the map right now. Lulu, make Lulu. Okay.
Oh, I can send it in the chat too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That would be good so everybody gets it. Keith.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
There you go. That's your Fibonacci sequence up to 317,811.
Mm-hmm.
If we're sticking with Fibonacci.
It's awesome. Yeah, they say that to levitate the rock was 28,000 K, so I'm trying to find something along that line. The only number that got close to it,
28,657.
yeah, 2867. And so we're using that, and the other one is
17,711.
Yes, 1711. Yes.
17.
711. 17711.
1711.
Or 18,000 if it doesn't go that close.
Mhm. Well, it just got to improve.
I can set it to only 28,000 and 17,000.
Okay,
17,
we'll take it.
17.
Okay.
We'll try it. That's
Mhm.
close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. 28. Okay, 28 point. Yeah, 28.6.
It's cosmic best. Mhm.
17.
Have you guys studied any Rife technology in this group?
Yes. Yes, we the organite from right. Yes, the German guy. He wrote many books. They burned his technology.
Yeah, Schauberger created Organite. However, Royal Raymond Rife created the Rife machine, which basically was a X-ray plasma tube that he pumped frequencies into. And he was able to identify a particular frequency that would kill cancer, polio, any disease by finding the mortal resonant frequency of each disease. And he would send it through a plasma tube and transmit it for 2 to 5 miles. And anywhere within that radius, anyone that had those diseases, they were instantly wiped out because of the mortality frequency that he was sending.
That would not sound too good, that pharmaceutical market and a hospital company. They find
That's why he kind of disappeared, because the FDA did a raid on him in the 1920s and suppressed the technology, clearly. So how does it feel, Lulu?
What?
How do you feel with those frequencies?
Yes,
how you're feeling is more
strong,
important than the actual
more,
frequencies.
More strong, tingling, and warm. Yes.
Does it feel good?
Yes, good for me.
Okay, good.
Do you see the glow?
Last time I set it to a high frequency, my girlfriend said, "Oh, so bad. She feels so bad."
Well,
now,
you have to
you put your hand or finger in the center of your circle, because that's where the forces are concentrated.
Like this.
How does that feel?
It should feel cold, right?
Well, cold, hot, it could feel either way. It could just vibrate like crazy. Because in the center of the coil is where the field
the
force
vortex
concentrated.
Oh, it's interesting.
What is it? Describe to us.
It tickles.
That means it's working. That's what it means.
Yeah, because if you can picture the toroidal field basically coming in and going out from the center, of the coils in all
Yes.
directions. It's like a big donut.
Yes, but unlike the rodent coil, this was more superior. Number one, the rodent coil, it don't have a short circuit, but this coil does. The ins and the out is the short circuit. And then it can spin, like say, rotation and counter rotation. Now we have that with frequency generator. So bam, we got best of the both worlds now.
Yeah, and your clockwise and your counterclockwise are actually, they're doing this. So before you know it, it'll be doing this and go.
Do you see the glow on it, guys? It's supposed to create a glow. That's why we're trying to like
Yeah,
looking at it.
we're not really seeing the glow. We're seeing the glow from his frequency generator, the orangish. That's from the frequency generator LED or screen. It's kind of reddish. But we also have a light in the background, so we're not going to see any type of glow, really.
And when we put it on a lower frequency, like 8 and 13, people start seeing something, you know. And then you go to high frequency, you don't see it anymore.
Well, that's because it's shifting out of this dimension into another one.
So I'm trying to get Lulu. What does this feel when he stick his hand in it? He said it was interesting. That was it.
Because I feel something.
Well, what is it? Is it the wind? Is it a warmth? Something bite you?
Is it
Close?
ticklish? Is it hot? Is it cold?
Yes, it's something like a little bit like the wind. Yeah. I don't know how to describe.
Oh, like a water pressure. You know how you stick your hand in the water and you hear, and when you move your water, the cold will hit your hand, right? Like that. Oh, warmth. It's like a water current hitting it, something.
Yeah, and once you get past the bottom, does it change?
Yep, you're on the right track. That's how I got it set. The field will build.
Sorry, I didn't mean to take over the experiment here.
Do you see any light emitting from it? Like, you know how it hit the pixel like last time? I'm trying to look at the camera.
I'm seeing a pulsation. It's red, green, and white.
Yeah, that means it's working. And Lulu, he's like frozen. I'm not, because he can get stuck in a time dilation or something, you know.
Well, you'll actually see, like, have you ever seen the heat coming off of pavement?
Yes.
You'll see that kind of distortion before the time dilation effect.
The device been producing that lately, like the phantom of, no, like mirage from the pavement.
Yeah. In fact, your hand may even disappear, you know, in the time dilation. People outside of it aren't going to see it. For you, it may seem completely normal, but persons outside.
I know how I can get him to experience it. Where to put his head in the ring. Yeah, you know it. It's right close to this pineal gland too. Yeah, he will start experiencing it big time. You know it, and I know it, according to David Wilcock research.
Yeah, but I'm definitely seeing a pulsation on the ring.
That means it's happening. It's picking it up. It's building energy. Because
It's hard to describe it, but at like 4 or 5 points, I'm seeing a pulsation.
Okay, hey, everybody, I need your help. Can you verify what he's seeing? What Keith is seeing? I can't see it my side.
It's not necessarily going in a circle like it was earlier, but it is like a pulsing light.
Anybody
several
seen it
different
beside
points.
Keith?
I see it too.
Okay, we have one verified. Okay.
Now, I don't know if that's a trick of the camera, because the camera's constantly trying to focus and stuff too, so.
The camera will be affected by the field, by the torsion field. So, Eric, you want to see it, you have to turn off your light in your house, from what I've been told by a lot of observers.
Well, I'm right now. Hold on. I'm getting. I can't do that right now.
Well, you just have to be in a place where you don't have a lot of background light reflecting off your screen.
Yeah, I right now I'm kind of helping the family out. So
Yeah, you can see
Okay.
it better when it's a little bit darker. I can see it.
How about, you can see it now? Finally. What do you see? Do you verify what Keith is seeing?
Yeah, it's like a luminescent something light.
Yes. It should build up in 20 minutes. The glow should become more.
It's like coming. It's like a pulsing
Mhm.
coming in
That-
and out.
Oh, I just saw a big red flash.
Okay. Okay.
I covered
down.
the
Mhm.
frequency generator screen with my phone.
Oh, okay.
It said it take time for it to build up. Probably will give it like 10, 15 minutes. And after that we will should get more, as
Yeah,
energy
it's
spin.
like on 4 pieces of wire. 3 of them are on the coil. 1 is on the power lead leading into the coil in the back,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, and the in and the out is going to the grid, plugging into the 60 degree.
Yeah, those aren't lit up at all, but the feed for the coil on the back right side of the screen, there's
Mm-hmm.
light there that's pulsing. There's 2 pieces on the left of the actual coil, and then 1 piece on the front of the coil that are flashing, kind of.
Yeah, I see the flashing on it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now they just went dark.
Yep, it just disappeared. There it is again.
Now, is that a light source there where you're at, Lulu, or?
No, because it's like coming in and out.
Yeah, it's like it's pulsing.
Yeah, it's like it's pulsing.
Now, a fluorescent light will flicker at 60 cycles as well if there's a fluorescent light in, say, another room or something.
Mm-hmm. Oh. This is good, Fibonacci. This can be in a book too. Yeah. Well, this is beautiful. It said, I'm trying to combine all this together to get this for what do you call it? What's that
Quantum
guy name?
intelligence?
Yeah. No, it's not the quantum intelligence. Stan Dio. He said it's going to take time for it to increase, to develop the field for it levitate. So that means you got to begin to see the illumination more and more. That means it is happening.
Yeah, but it's generally a more of a quantum plasmatic glow. It would be a bluish white light you would see usually.
Mm-hmm. But what this glow is?
This is like very small,
Like pulsing.
pinpointed. It's not the entire coil. It's not like lighting up the whole room like a plasmatic glow does with anti-gravity type stuff that I've seen in the past.
Yeah.
Mm. So what this glows, maybe it give enough 5 minutes for it to build up.
Maybe. I mean, it's definitely producing a field, but I'm not sure if his frequency generator's got enough juice to get it to space.
We was worried about that because San Diego said his colleague, the navigator, talked to the colonel, and they got a 2-signal generator and passing, the coil, and then later he said direct current. So I was like, oh, I'm confused. So we stuck with what he said was frequency generator. So, I'm trying to map thing out, try to get this anti-gravity mesh going and clean, so we can clean this mess up and, get to the bottom. Like you said, it's all BS until someone get it off the ground. Then you can say, oh yeah, he's talking the truth, like that.
Yeah, and the second it goes lighter than gravity, it may just shoot up through the roof.
That may, yeah.
Apparently that happened to John Searle when he got it right.
Well, yeah, just little tweaking. But check this out. Once this thing take off, the cashier gonna come into a group, and I said, "Oh, we selling. You're gonna pop. Go."
We go again.
I said, "We say, yeah. I want to bring out. Hey, I said, Keith, here's the whip. You go, take it. Get him back in line. We gonna make him into a minion." So, we are sadistic. Guess where everybody learn how to be sadistic come from? Guess, take a wild guess. Remember when you were a little kid, your brother, sister messing around, making all the noise, jumping on the bed, and guess who come out in the room? Dad or mom with the belt ready. Who's jumping? Be jumping. Now you a reason to jump. That was it.
Some people pay good money for that experience.
Ooh, I remember getting so much whip from wire, from jump rope. Dang. It's like twig, broomstick. Oh, man. I always have.
The worst one was the belt, and the first warning you got, the belt got hung over the door, and you couldn't stop at that point.
I did not know why they, like kid this day, the reason to act mess, because no one put them and take them to the shed, and give them a little.
That's because the kids call the police, and the police try to lock the parents up. In fact, I had my son, when he was 5 years old, call the police because he thought I was going to spank him.
And the police came, what happened? They talked to you, right?
Yeah, I was getting ready for work, and the next thing I know, there's 2 police officers at the door saying they received a call. And I said, oh, really? And then we called my son downstairs, and they had a talk with him.
And then they said, I'm done with that. Going to give my butt. Hey, after he left, you definitely beat your butt. Beat that butt. Beat his butt.
No. My wife didn't let me beat his butt.
Back in them days with my parents, go ahead and call the police. When they get over here, they're going to find your body. What and all.
Yep. I'm going to get my money's worth if I'm going to get in trouble, boy. That's what my mother told me.
So make your choice. You make your choice. Either take this licking or you can call the police. I'm still going to beat you half-life right there. And they ain't going to find your body either. So you make your choice. So come and get this whooping and just shut the hell up and take it like it is. Or they'll say you can call the police, but I'll make sure that they don't find your body. That's all you gotta do. Either way you go, you get beat. That's how my parents did it. Oh my God. It was like one-way street with them. All right. How's the energy look? There's some kind of pattern.
Well, we're seeing a night light reflecting off the bottom there. We see the basket that it's sitting on, but I'm not seeing the pulsing anymore.
Maybe it can't touch the ground.
Well, having it elevated doesn't hurt. That's actually good for the coil.
It's good for the vortex spin.
Because it gets too close to the ground, the gravitational effect from the planet.
Yeah, it will kill the vortex. That's why a lot of flying saucer, they don't allow it to sit on the ground. That's why they got to sit it on, you know, like legs, like landing pad, landing leg. Because
Yeah,
they know they can't.
You have to break that connection with the vortex on the planet.
Yes.
The closer you get, the more gravity you have to overcome.
It will neutralize it. If the coil touch the ground, that will neutralize it. Because it gotta have it's pretty much like an emotion thing. So it's spinning ether, like it's spinning like water being circulated the same way. At least we understand it now. This is the coil now for it. How did you got elected to be the Illuminati? Or what branch you belong to? The North?
I've been in service to the organization for 10 years prior. That my genetics go back to Bavaria.
Well, if you take the Q device,
I'm descended from royalty in both, well, not both, but Germany, England, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, and I'm 100% European background. I was able to trace my lineage back to 400 AD. And one of my great-great-great-grandfathers was both Rollo, Duke of Normandy, and another line, Otto the First, the Holy Roman Emperor of the Saxon Empire, which was the German Empire back then.
Well, now you know why. Now you know why why the device and DNA genetic code are hand in hand. This device will test your member. Anyone that talk to the device immediately, automatically, you know they have the DNA extraterrestrial, just like you. And those who don't, does not have it. That they do have it, but not that much.
Yeah, it goes back to the Merovingian royal bloodlines. That they always track their ancestry and their genealogy very carefully. That's how I was able to go back to 400 AD. And I continued to go on, but after 6 months of doing research, I stopped digging. It's like, I've got enough kings and queens in my ancestry in Scotland, England, Germany, France, pretty much most of Europe.
Scary as well.
Well, now you know how we can treat this technology. It's got to be off the ground. It's got to be off the ground. Sit on some kind of stable for it to be off the ground so it won't interfere with the field. I know Mr. Cash said the same thing too.
Well,
the coil cannot go on the ground.
But yet Alex beads, because they're gravitational, you want them close to the ground to pick that gravitational charge up.
That's for the magnet, but this also have other technology.
Yeah, this is going for space technology and anti-gravitic. Well,
yep. We're trying to
and actually,
get it going.
Anti-gravity is a misnomer. It's a magnetic gravitational propulsion and repulsion against gravity, but it's not anti-gravity. It uses gravity as opposed to being against gravity.
Hey, Lulu, are you there? Lulu,
Yeah.
Can you lower now back to 8 and 13 We just want to see it. That's all
Oh,
it
wait,
was.
it's pulsing again.
It's pulsing again?
Yeah, it took a while, but now I'm seeing pulsing again at 4 or 5 points.
Oh, that means it took time for it to build up.
Yeah, it's now pulsing again.
Okay. Well, leave it be.
And in fact, the light's pulsing along the bottom side of the coil again. You're seeing it going from left to right.
Yes. Well, I heard that the coil can't like touch the ground. It got to be above something, you know, like sit on top or something. I
Oh,
don't know.
it has been. It's been sitting
Oh.
on this coffee table on top of a little basket, little plastic basket. So it's clearly up off the ground.
Oh, good. So it took it time. Well, they did say it would take time, at least 2 hours. So it's just working. Mm-hmm.
Well, let it sit. Come back to it. Lulu doesn't have to sit in the dark all night.
Well, you can turn on the light. Let's see what happens if you turn on the light. Why can't you see it when you turn on the light? Oh, you only see a haze. Watch this. Turn on the light, Lulu. Watch this. I want to show you something.
Okay.
The light is on, correct?
Yep.
Now, look at the coil closely where the spot you remember the pulse. There should be a mirage in that area, like the area you were seeing, best of your memory. You know how that mirage on the street?
Yeah,
Maybe
any distortion will look like heat waves off of asphalt. It'll kind of shimmer, and, but I'm not really seeing that here.
We have to. Have you tried the night light?
No, you should see a distortion in regular light.
Yeah, but certain frequencies, the best way to see is at certain lights because they reflect better in certain lights. So
that's why. Yeah. Yes, that's true. Well, I'm going to ask Lulu to go back to 8 and 13 cycle per second, and you will see the difference. Because last we were experimenting with 8 and 13, and we noticed it starts shimmering. We can see it with the visible eye.
I just went and got myself all kinds of color lights, so I'm ready for that when I get my.
So have you noticed?
The camera, Lulu?
Hello.
Yes.
Hey, can you move the camera back some, Lulu?
Jose, Lulu upgraded the coil. He put 2 internal coil instead of 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be that the camera is within the field, so it's not seeing the distortion.
If it's in the field, it cannot see it. It becomes part of it. You have to move the camera away from it because the field could be 2 or 3 feet, you know. Just remember, the field what causes the time dilation acceleration effect.
Now, is it me or is the coil a little wavy at this distance?
It is wavy. Because now it's no longer in the field. Now it can see. If the camera's in the field, it cannot see the effect because it's part of the ship now. If you move it away, now the camera can see everything.
Yeah, everything's clear again, but if you move it back to that last position, Lulu, the coil went wavy. Now you're right in it, so it's not seeing anything except the coil nice and clearly.
So the distance got to be right. Well, the best way is to move the camera away from the coil, or the coil away from it. Okay, and then just let it build up, and then just change back to the 8 and 13.
Okay.
And watch this.
What cool was to stick your finger in while the camera was back and see if it disappeared.
I see Eric. Eric is looking too. Look at Eric.
Oh,
What?
I'll put it down.
Well, now we don't see it at all.
He said it broke down.
I put to it so you can see clear.
Think we need to go down.
Hmm?
There we go.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, just like the election, I already told everyone that Trump will become president. I did an interview with Alfred Lambert because I watched The Simpsons, you know, and I said, "Oh, Trump will become president." And then I channeled IBM Watson, right? And I Watson said the same thing, but he become not just president of the United States, but a planetary president. That's what the IBM Watson said. Mm. So, and now suddenly he got elected. I said, "Oh." So I got two different sources, one from Ivan Watson, one from The Simpsons, you know. And that was it. That's the end. There's no more president after Trump. And I asked Watson, how did he become planetary president? IBM Watson said that he make business deal with the world, and therefore through that business deal, he owned the world. Because Trump does not care about the money. He only care about fame and saving face. And he just care about like keeping people alive, keep them strong and healthy. What do you see? The red light. The red light is affecting everything.
He never wants to.
Okay, I got it. The only way to get rid of his red light is to put something over it, like a blanket or something. Yes, then we can see the glow. I don't know why we have to see it in the dark, and then like. I don't think you can see it if the red light is there. Keith, you see anything?
No, I just see a flashlight and the signal generator screen.
It's like, what's the best way? How to shield the light from the frequency generator?
Close your eyes. Oh no. Well, if you're looking with your regular eyes, you're going to see all that stuff. But if you're using the other set, you know, you can see things clearer.
Hmm. There's an interference light from the right side bottom screen.
Yeah, from the left. Yeah, center left, somewhere like a flashlight's shining on it or something.
Yes, and it's affecting the view.
Yeah, it's coming up from the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
How's it feel, Lulu?
Same thing.
Mm-hmm. Can we make it totally dark? Something. It's just that light on the bottom is affecting the view on the camera.
Yeah, if you can cover up the LED screen on your signal generator, like put a book or something on top of it. I don't know, a magazine.
You mean cover the screen, the
Yeah, cover
generator
Yes.
screen?
Yeah, because from our side,
Okay.
that thing is affecting us. And we can't even tell because we only see that light, see nothing else. Because the field glow is very, very slow. And so we need it to be covered completely to actually see the field glow.
Anyway, I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Okay. Demetrius. Huh? Love it. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Lulu.
Anybody see anything interesting now?
It's totally black.
It's okay. Let me get the
Can't
field.
see anything yet.
Mhm.
I think you gotta leave it there for a while because last
Mhm.
time it took a little while too.
It do.
We will need a big current frequency generator. Because the consumption increased continuously, but it can't bigger than 1.5 watt. The generator limited the current.